Hey guys, I'm here to do another video for you today. I'm going to actually do a makeup tutorial. So I have my hair tie ready. I have all my makeup on the floor. I wish I could find like a better spot where I could do my makeup, but just the lighting over here by my window is just way more better than over there. So yeah, okay. So I'm going to first just do my foundation, but first I'm just gonna pull up this luscious hair because Lord knows that I always end up getting makeup every freaking where, right? Okay. Yeah, honey. Okay, so I'm going to use my Clean Whipped Cream Foundation number 342 from CoverGirl. This is the one that I told you guys that I am like newly obsessed with. But before I do that, let me prep my skin. Girl, losing it with my Wet n Wild CoverAll primer. I'm just losing it today. I'm excited to do this makeup look because I think I'm going to call it like a fall makeup tutorial. And I'm just excited for it because well, you know, it's not fall in Florida by any means, but we can pretend, right? So I already moisturized my skin and washed my face with an astringent before I did this little setup here. And now I'm just prepping my skin with some primer. And now I can go in with my foundation. I should probably let this sit a minute, but I'm feeling pretty impatient today. So, like any other day, like that's not anything new for me. It's just not. So I figured I'd kind of like go off of this shirt. I have two colors from NYX that are going to be the main colors that I'm going to use, and one of them is like this shade. So I figured I'd match. And I'm just going to take my finger. Make sure your fingers are clean when you do this. But I'm just going to take it and put it on. One. I love when I get like an accent, when I get like excited. I'm so hyper. And I love this foundation, and I'm a hyper little bitch. So I'm going to take my new MAC Studio blending sponge. I'm so excited to try this. Because this is the one that I wanted to use today. Because I told you guys I just bought this in a recent haul. And I'm excited. And this foundation is actually more of my natural skin tone. I get very pale on my face when I'm not out in the sun. So, for some reason, I look like a pale bitch. But I'm really not that pale. Like, it's weird. I think it's because I exfoliate my face so that I get very pale looking. I'm just bouncing this into my skin. No big deal. This is damp, obviously. I got this for $5.99 at the sponge for $5.99 at Marshall's, and I'm so excited about it because it is so soft. It is literally like absorbing all my makeup, though. I can see it, but that's okay. And then I'm just gonna take it on my ears. And I think that's pretty good. Now I'm also gonna take some on my what is this called? Down my neck. I can't think today, guys. I'm also sounding very stuffy. I'm not sure why. I woke up not too long ago too, so I think it's just a little combo of being tired and, you know, all that good stuff. I'm still like trying to get back to my original sleeping schedule. Oh, these hoops might have not been a good idea. Of from overnight, so that's probably another reason why. Is because, like, you know, I didn't know what sleep was for a week. I should have probably plopped some moisturizing lip balm on my lips, but whatever. it's over now. So yeah, I think I do like this blender. I just think it does absorb a lot of my makeup. Which one, you know, what one doesn't, you know? I don't know. Anyway, but I might be going back and getting more because I did a pretty nice job. Pretty decent. I just want to make sure. Whoa. It's so bouncy and like lightweight and stuff that I keep dropping it. Oh, that was a really great thing. Before I started the video, I went to dampen it and then I dropped it almost in my toilet. I dropped it on the floor, so then I had to wash it. It was just a tragedy. A tragedy. This lighting was making me look so washed out and pale, but I'm really not. So next I'm going to prime my eyes with Stila Prime Pot in Taffy. I'm just going in with the old finger as it works. It's like weird lighting outside. It's like over here right now it's very like overcast, but then it gets like really sunny. Like right now. You see that? The lighting just went up. So sorry for all the changes in lighting, but then I guess you get to see like my face in different lighting. Hope everything's all blended out right. So, okay. So next, I'm going to go in with a transition shade. I think I'm just going to start with the old eyes because, yeah, I don't know why. Just because I feel like it. So I'm going to use my Neutral Eyes 28 color eyeshadow palette from BH. I told you guys I picked this up in my Marshalls haul, which is very exciting. Here it is. I'll probably have to do a part 2 to this video, by the way. I'm sorry that I always have to do that, but honestly, my video will not upload if I do a like full-on 40-minute video. So I have to kind of like separate it. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here. Oops, where is it? This one right here. And it's like an orangey brown shade. Figured it'd be a good transition. Especially for the look that I'm going for today. So I'm just going to keep building this up until it's like my desired color. I do like this shade, it's really pretty. Easy to blend too. I usually go over my eyes with like a white base eyeshadow for all the colors to blend, but I decided not to today. I'm not sure why. I just decided, no, we're not going to do that today. I could have totally, but I wanted to make my life a little bit difficult today. I like a challenge. Okay. Just building on this color. I wish I had some music going, but then you guys couldn't hear me talk, so. I mean, maybe you could, but maybe you'd be like not intrigued by my choice of music. I love rap music. It's like pretty much all I listen to besides pop. I don't know if you guys like that. So I'll just make my own music, I guess, in my head. So yeah, just blending away. I know this is very boring, but it's what it takes to get the achieved look that you're looking for. Okay, so I am going to actually take the shade right next to it, which is a little bit more brown, and I'm going to add that in with this shade right here. Just mix the two because I feel like the combination of the cool and the warm is going to be really nice for a transition. So I just want something a little different than just a typical orangey transition shade. I just kind of want a little mixture. So, yeah. Oh, and I have another upcoming haul for you guys. A BH Cosmetics haul, and because I finally got my stuff in the mail. And I went to Marshall's too again. I spent some money. So, yeah. Alright. So now, the main colors that I'm going to use, there goes the lighting again, are the shades from NYX Punk Heart, which is a really gorgeous, like, purpley metallic shade. This one right here. And then the shade Fireball from NYX, which I freaking love. Like, look at it. It's so beautiful. You guys can't even see because the lighting just got jacked, but they're almost like duochrome shadows. They're gorgeous. So, first I'm going to go in with... You guys are going to make fun of me. I know. It's either this or my finger. What would you prefer? This or my finger? I don't know. I'm going to go in with this because it's more comfortable for me. I know I should not be using these, but come on. They just work so well. Look at the pigmentation that they pick up. It's just phenomenal. I didn't want to go in with like a flat brush because actually all my flat brushes are dirty right now. So that's the reason why I'm going to get it on you. I'm sorry. I hate to disappoint, but... This shade is just like effortless though. It's really beautiful. Oh, and you know what else is great? I totally forgot to bring a mirror. I totally forgot to bring a mirror to look into. So I'm looking at this on my computer screen. So I'm hoping that I'm doing everything properly. And with the lighting going in and out, your girl could mess up like real quick. So I'm hoping that this makes sense. I'm just going to cover the entire lid, obviously. And obviously I'm not going to keep it just this color. I'm going to go in with some other shades. But I wanted to kind of set a nice base and just kind of have it very like orangey and such. So the next shade that I'm going to go in with is the NYX one, the Punk Heart shade. And I'm going to just use the opposite side of the brush for this. I know you don't gotta tell me. And I'm just gonna focus this on the outer corner. And it's gonna look a little like shitty at first, but I'm gonna blend it out, so don't worry. That's the thing about these right here. You can't really blend with these at all. So I understand why people don't use them. However, I do think they do pack on the pigment really well. What did I just do? Did I seriously just mess up? I hope not. Okay, so now I'm taking just the same brush that I used for my, what do you call it? My crease. And I'm just packing, I'm not packing any more color on. I'm just kind of blending the two shades in together and such. Let me use this palette too. This is a sneak peek of the stuff that I'm going to do later. I like the color. I'm just trying to decide if that's what I want to keep permanently on my eye. The struggle's real. Okay, so I'm thinking I want like a bronzy shade in the center of the lid with this. Why are my lips purple? I'm going in with my makeup wipe. And it's not really a makeup wipe. I don't know if I've ever talked to you guys about this. It's always off makeup wipe that you get from like Walmart. And you don't have to wet it or anything. And it takes off your makeup. It's awesome. So I'm using that for right now. And I'm staring at people outside because there's like... Oh. Sorry. There's a ton of like guys outside. I'm like, who are you? Where are you coming from? Anyway, sorry. Okay, so this shade right here for my Missy Lynn palette. This is coming up in my BH Cosmetics haul, by the way. So you get a sneak peek, but this one right here is, I think, what I'm going to use to kind of pack on the outer corner. I like the shade that I used, but I want it a little bit deeper, and this one has a matte finish, which I really like, so I'm going to focus going in with this one because, well, that's what I want. And I'm going to kind of take it up into my crease, but not like too much. I'm just going to lightly like dab it in my crease. And then I'm going to go back in and work on my crease colors because I feel like they kind of faded a little bit. And I think I'm going to take this shade from the Missy Lynn palette as well, this one right here, to use in the crease because this has an orangey tone, which I really appreciate. And since it's right here, I figure I might as well just go in, right? And these are very, very pigmented too, so they're nice. Yeah, I like them. Very pretty. Now, I took it very high. I didn't mean to take it all the way to the brow bone, but we can fix that later. So we're just gonna forget about that. Okay. So now, I'm going to take my flat brush and I'm going to just use a white shadow to highlight. I guess I'm going to use this color right here from the Missy Lynn palette just because it's right here and I'm really excited to use this. I'm like forgetting I need to look in here. I'm just taking this right on underneath the brow bone. Right on the brow bone. This is a really nice huge mirror. So thankfully I don't have to look crazy. Okay, so what I'm thinking about popping in the center of the lid is going to be a really gorgeous shade. It's going to be from the Missy Lynn palette as well. But I think I might like mix the two shades or maybe just use this one right here. It's like this is actually a highlight for your face. I'm going to use it on my finger and dab it in the center of the lid for a, like, whoa, holy fallout. I did not mean for that to happen. For like a kind of like ombre look. Like it'll like ombre itself out. Now when I initially pop it into the center of the lid, it's going to look a little crazy because I have to blend out the other colors. So I'm going to go in with like my brush and stuff and just kind of like mix the colors together. And then I don't know. And then I'm just going to blend. I'm getting a lot of fallout with these shadows. The next one's in the BH, but it's no big deal. Oh, what the hell? I hope. Okay, so now I'm going to quick go in and do my brows. I don't know. I haven't decided if this is like the complete look that I want, if it's like completed yet. I actually think I'm going to add a little bit more of this gold shade right next to the shade that I used before. This one I used before is more of like a coppery gold, but this one's just like a straight gold. And I'm just going to dab this because this is so freaking intense that I mean, it's like literally like you could see it a mile away. So I have to be careful adding this in because I don't want it to look crazy. I still want it to look blended, you know? And I'm thinking I might go in with a different color for the brow bone highlight because I'm thinking it's not pigmented enough. So I'm going to go in with this white shade from the BH palette, the shade all the way to the end. And I'm just going to add that in there so you can see my highlight from a mile away. And then yeah. Better. Much better. Alright. So now I'm going to quick do my brows. There's really not much to my brows that I do. I literally just comb them through with a spoolie. Get them where I want them to be because they were like all over the place, probably from me sleeping. And then I'm just going to take my Anastasia pomade in blonde. This is my favorite, like, ride or die bitch. Really. And I'm just going to use this through. Then after I do my brows, I'm going to exit out and then start the second part of the video because this is already like 21 minutes long and it takes a long time to upload already at that length. So there's my brows. It's really easy to do for me. I never have issues. And if I do, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I can fix it quick. So, and then I'm going to take my brow gel and set them bitches. Okay. So here's part 1. Please tune into part 2. Then I'll do my mascara and the rest of my face. So yeah, tune in. Part 2, guys.